Sergeal, start off with first of all the yellow card. Your thoughts there. Jake said he gave you a bit of a tongue lashing in the change room,
Yeah,
and then the two tries. Take us through the game.
yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate what happened in the first half. Obviously, try to go for the intercept, um, but in games like these, you just need to stick to your basics and not try to go for the magic moments. And that's what I try to do. So yeah, we had a chat even in the week about finals rugby, doing your basics properly, and so I think that's what ticked him off a little bit when it came when it happened. And then halftime, we had a chat, and then going to the second half, just try to stick to the plan, stick to what we've been training throughout the whole season. Just our basics, because it's finals rugby. You don't need four tries to win a game. You just need 1 point. And I think I rectified what I did in the first half, well in the second half. So yeah, I'm very chuffed with my performance coming back from that yellow card.
I was watching you that your first try. You were tracking crossfield there. It was almost like you knew Harold was going to. Was that almost? Has that been planned before? Have you tried that in training before? Or
Well,
is it more hopeful?
I was really hopeful that he would kick the ball, yeah, because I mean there was no one on his outside or on his inside to
Mm.
uh, chase the ball, but luckily I was there, and just with the shape of the play that we ran, so many options, and I just try to stay alive to be an option at the end of it, and it worked out.
And then your second try, you juggled that a bit. But when you got it, and looked up, clear the try line.
That was, I don't know what happened there. I stuck my hand out and the ball stuck. So yeah, I mean, in games like these, moments like these, you just do things and it happens for you, and I'm just grateful that on the back of a wonderful team performance. I mean, Vali had the ball on the string throughout the whole game. He was dictating the game with his foot, and even Huisen was playing so well, and our forwards had a massive effort. So for me to be in the end of it, it's just the hard work of putting so much pressure on the team or on the defensive team, and that happens when you build pressure, and then things just happen for you.
Now, Jake said you, the only player in the squad who's won a URC before. If I remember right, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember right, you also came in as a replacement for Zas, who
Yeah,
got injured as well.
yeah,
So almost as if it was meant to be.
yeah. I mean, you know, moments like these is it's why you play the game. I came into the squad knowing that I have a specific role to play. Obviously, Kanan and Kirtley are Springboks, and it's big shoes for anyone to fill when they're not there. And any team with them in is a better team. But I just know what my role is, and I hopefully delivered. And when they come back, it is what it is.
You guys don't know at this moment who you're playing yet,
Yeah,
but and the team will probably rely on the senior guys this week. But I mean, you guys played in the final before, and you know the sort of intensity and atmosphere that's going to be around it. How do you? I mean, you've come a long way from those
yeah.
days as well. How do you keep your teammates, and what do you do in a week like this?
I mean, you can't change too much. What you've built on from the start of the campaign, there's a reason why we are where we are at the moment. And like I said earlier, basics are going to be most important for us. Just to stick to the basics, because you don't need four tries to win a final. You need 1 point. So I think that's the most important thing for us, just to stay focused and keep mistakes to a minimum, and just be clinical in what we do.
Something, yeah.
I mean, you talk about slotting in for Kirtley and in a way for Kanan today from last week. You haven't played an awful lot of rugby this season, and to suddenly be called up for guys, I think that between them have 17 tries. Just talk us through psychologically what was that like? Where you kind of you kind of come in, and a lot of people are saying, oh, it's supposed to be a big drop down from those guys. Just from a mental perspective, how are you looking at it? Was there a bit of anxiety, sort of hopefully not to drop the team or whatever?
Oh, there's always a bit of nerves going into a game like this, especially when you come in, because you also know what role you have and what you can do, but missing out on so much rugby, the game fitness just to get that continuity that the team has built on, and trying to slot in and just fit in like a puzzle. It's difficult. But like I said, also we all have specific roles. I knew from the start, from when I signed my contract with the Bulls, Kanan and Kirkley are the wings. And whenever the team calls on me, whenever the team needs me, I'll have to be ready. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of work outside of the Bulls environment just to stay fit and stay mentally sharp. I mean, last week was yeah, was intense. My first game after 14 weeks. I got 60 minutes. I was blown. But I think that also helped me with keeping up with the pace of this week. So yeah, um, I'm just happy that we can go through and we have another week to play rugby. And like Jake also said earlier after the game, the job's not done. So we've got one more week, and hopefully we can pull it through.
And also, it can't have helped, the guy you came up against, James Lowe. You would have seen him play for Ireland. You know how he finishes. Just talk us through the challenge of playing against a guy like that.
Yeah, he's a world class player. James is a world class player, and I mean to play against someone like that, or even a game like this, you've got to back yourself. And I mean, I think I'm pretty confident in my abilities, and I back myself against anyone if I'm to be bold to say that. So yeah, I just had to focus on the basics. Go through the game plan and what we had planned for this weekend. I think the coaches have really gone above and beyond to ensure that the plan is correct, and the players are there, or the players that are available are equipped enough to execute the plan. But yeah, I've played against James Lowe and Super Rugby also when he was at the Chiefs, and I was at Kings, Cheetahs, Stormers. Yeah, so yeah, it wasn't too unfamiliar, but it was really the play is now and the play was back then, two miles apart. But yeah, it was a nice challenge for me to also to um, you know see where I am when it comes to playing against players of that caliber. 'Cause, I mean, I haven't played a lot of rugby, and I'm supposed to be playing, or I'm going to be playing in the Curry Cup at the end or later on this year. But yeah, I'm just super stoked with my performance, super stoked with the result, and the team was just phenomenal today.
And then just you mentioned a bit earlier that you back your ability against anyone. And of course, as a guy who like sensationally made his breakthrough into professional rugby as an 18-year-old, the next boy wonder. But your career didn't quite. I mean, you're a Springbok tourist, but you never quite got to play a test. Is this a nice little vindication at your age now of your ability? I mean, I know it's a difficult question to
Yeah,
answer, but you get what I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, for me, my spirituality is also very important, and I think this season and the couple of games I played earlier on before the Box came back, I played well, and this game was just a testament to how faithful my God is, and I just am grateful that I can play rugby and have the opportunity to play at this level, and yeah, I mean, God is good, man.
It's, so just maybe on that, maybe just to delve a bit deeper. I mean, your career was on a trajectory until you went on that tour. You met up with a big Fijian in that Barbarians game, if I remember right. And
Yeah,
since then, I mean, not that anybody really played. I mean,
yeah,
Will Smith's career basically ended that
yeah,
game as well. But I mean, from there, that disappointment, because everything was going so
yes,
well up to that point, and then to take that disappointment, they have to rebuild and almost through the back door. Because I mean,
mm,
like, the Cheetahs aren't the most glamorous side. They're not the big guns in SA rugby anymore. And then through to the Stormers, where you see younger wingers
mm,
come up, and obviously now a guy like Suleiman Hartzenberg who's there now. Yeah, Kurt Lee, Kane, and those guys are getting the opportunities. That must be, I suppose, difficult in a way to, when you think your chance is almost gone,
yeah,
to build it up and still keep yourself motivated and still keep yourself going and still do put in the hard yards and get to moments like this again.
yeah. Sure. I mean, at the end of the day, this is my job. I'm a professional. I have to do what I have to do to keep the dream alive. And life comes with all these ups and downs, and I think it's how you handle it or how you react to what happens And I mean, sometimes I don't. I always tell a couple of my friends I try not to keep my to be too serious with myself. I try to be very light. Even when stuff like that happens. Like I said earlier, also I know my abilities, and situations happen, but you just got to keep going and try and improve from the mistakes you've made.
How old are you now?
29.
She's still young.
So-
Still young.
Yeah, I'm 29.
I mean, you look at Dion Free, you can still go for
Yeah,
another
still
decade.
go for it. I go 2 more World Cups. Nah, I'm joking.
I mean, is it just to keep on playing? Where are you now? Are you going to keep on playing until you feel?
I'll keep on playing till the body can't hold up anymore. I love this game. I think I started playing rugby when I was like 5 years old or something. So it's what I know. It's what I love. And until the body doesn't want me to go anymore, then I'll stop. But for now, I still feel good. I feel like I'm 21. I'm joking, but I feel really good. I've been putting in a lot of work, like I said earlier. So yeah, just super stoked with where I am at the moment in my career, in my life. So hopefully we can just build from there.
Last question from me: just what's the celebration going to be after those 2 tries tonight?
I mean, the job's not done, so we got 1 more week. So we will definitely have a couple of cold ones, but not too raucous, because we've got a big one next week, and hopefully we can just get over that last hurdle.
So, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank you.